God's teaching is to wake you brothers and sisters up to who you are in the Bible. You are known in the Bible as the Israelites that the Bible talks about. When you open up the Bible and you read in the Bible, you're reading about your forefathers and foremothers. You're not reading about other people. You're reading about yourself. You're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. The greatest book that was ever put on this planet. And whose history doesn't record? You blacks and Hispanics. But you have not been taught that. So we're out here to dispense this information to you. That's what our job is. We're not out here for a show. We're not out here to sing and dance and entertain you. We're here to give you God's word. Because our people have been taught lies on the Bible.
I can tell they jealous, ain't nothing they can tell us. They say I'm overzealous, hell no, you just rebellious. Put these heathens up in fetters, remember how they did us. Oh no, I can't forget it, we gon' make their ass regret it. I've been holding on to wisdom, ever since I met her. We got it, endeavor, I want this forever. Lord, forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Gotta gather up together, these commandments make us better. Bread of adversity, water of affliction. Look at our conditions, had to get it out the trenches. But them teachers on the streets, we gotta build our people's spirit up. Sin, I had to give it up. Feel like I done did too much, so I go harder for the Lord. I can never do enough, so I just keep doing more. What the hell you waiting for? You know the rules, what you say you gotta prove. When we're blameless, we can't lose. Life or death, you gotta choose now.
So you understand what the brother was bringing out? Shine? You understand? What was he saying?
He's saying that we are the head. We are supposed to be the head. We're looked down and looked below above everybody.
Right. That's absolutely correct. So do you know your nationality according to the Bible? Because us being the power to be in the head, that's true. We the guys on this earth. You know, you can tell in your sports, we dominate sports, we dominate art, dominate music. We're the guys on this earth, we dominate. But who are we? What's our nationality? Where can we trace our roots back to? Do you know? You don't know your nationality? Do you know what I mean when I ask you what is your nationality? I mean, what land can you trace your lineage back to? Africa. That's true. That's absolutely correct. But what part in Africa? Because Africa, a lot of people don't understand. Yeah, Africa make up one whole side and face of the earth. What part in Africa are you from? It's like saying, I'm a human being. I'm from planet Earth. What part of Earth are you from? You don't know. Watch this. Give me that Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. A lot of our black people don't know. How you doing, sir? Most High in Christ bless you, brother. I was asking the young brother a question, and I asked the brother, I said, do you know your nationality according to the Bible? Do you know your nationality? African American. What part in Africa would you say you descend from?
I wouldn't know, especially what region or anything.
You wouldn't know?
Had to be close to the shore, Nigeria or something.
That's true. That's true. A lot of the slaves right here came from the coast of Africa, the Ivory Coast. But did you know that your ancestors, as far as black people are the only people on the earth that does not know what land or lineage they derive from? And that, right. And it's actually Bible prophecy. If you got a quick second, I was going to show the brother. If you got a quick second, you can listen while we read it. Will your answer, you saying you don't know what tribe in Africa you from? That's the same thing the brother said. That's actually Bible prophecy. God prophesied to the nation of Israel, because that's who we are, the 12 tribes of Israel. We are the Israelites that you read of in the Bible. The prophecy was in the last days, because of slavery, because of the transatlantic slave trade in 2021, we would not know who we are. Watch this. Read what you got. Read the voice of God. Watch this.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3.
This is the prophecy pertaining to the black man in 2021. Read.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know. Israel does not know. My people does not consider.
You hear that? You hear that, sir? God say, my people Israel does not know. What does that mean? He says the ox knows his owner. An ox is used as cattle. Cattle is in the field, it's treading the ground. It's an animal, but it's still smart enough to know who his owner is. You go to a farm and see an ox in the field, you can smack him on the backside and say, get. He ain't gonna move until his owner tell him, get. He gonna move. He know who his owner is. Read that again.
The ox knoweth his owner.
God says an animal, the ox, is smart enough to know who his owner is. Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
And another animal, the ass. The ass is the donkey. The donkey knows his crib. His crib meaning his home, his place of rest. He know where his home is. You can raise a donkey right here on the Walgreens lot and drop him off all the way to down the street and off West Florissant. He can find his way all the way back to this Walgreens. As long as all he knows is Walgreens, Hall's Ferry and Chambers, his home, he can find his way back. These are two dumb animals God has given us examples of that A, knows their owner, and B, know where they come from. So let's read the whole scripture in this context again. Read that again.
The ox knoweth his owner.
The ox knows who his owner is.
And the ass his master's crib.
And a donkey can find his way back home. Read.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
But the black man in 2021. We are the Israelites. Read.
Doth not know.
God says the black man does not know what tribe or what part in Africa he's from. Why? Through slavery. Through slavery. You believe in God? Sir, do you believe in God? Second question. Is God in control of all things? Is God in control of all things? And people. We totally agree. That's right. That's biblical. The Lord said the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. So all people and everything in our existence is controlled by God. We wholeheartedly agree. So if that be the case, why did God allow these atrocities to happen to the black man in America?
Bring it out. Put the devil out. The devil had to do something.
So did the devil do it or did God do it?
The devil did.
Give me that in Deuteronomy 32. A lot of people believe that the devil does it. That's not true always, because the devil is only allowed to do what God gives him permission to do.
That's right.
The devil didn't put us in slavery. I'm going to show you that God did this to the black man. The reason we dying in the streets today, brother, the reason the black man is in the condition he is in a destroyed mindset, it is judgment from God because of our disobedience towards him. How many of you brothers knew that yesterday was the memorial blowing of trumpets? Yesterday was the new moon. How many of us knew that? A lot of us didn't know that because we wasn't taught that through our disobedience towards God. Watch this. Read what you got. This to prove the point that the devil did not put the black man in slavery. God did. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 26. I said I would scatter them into...
No, 32 and 29.
Verse 29. Oh, that they were what? Verse 39.
39.
See now that...
I'll read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 39.
32 and verse 39.
Chapter 32 verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. There is no God with me.
God said there is I, no other God. You got a lot of people believing Allah, Hinduism, Buddhism. Got a lot of people believing in this man here. All of this is false ideologies and doctrines, religions of men. God said it is only I, even I. There is no other God with me. Read on.
I kill.
What does God do?
I kill. And I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
See that? So God did this to the black man. Why did he do this to us? Give me that in Romans 6. No, Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Gotta get out. Did you get a flyer, brother? So what we showing our people in the nutshell is We are the 12 tribes of Israel. We will see a brighter day when Christ, the black Messiah, redeem us out of the hand of our enemies. That's what we teaching. True salvation under the black Messiah, Jesus Christ. Watch this. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
You heard it? What did God just say right there? Let me see who's paying attention. He said all the curses was going to come upon thee. Why did he say he was going to curse the nation of Israel? Because that's who he was talking to. If they did what? You heard that, bro? If they disobey. That's just like I say, you tell your child, anyone of y'all got kids? You tell your daughter or your son, hey, don't touch that hot stove. He gonna touch it anyway. He already burned. You gonna pop. Didn't I tell you not to touch that hot stove? You got your kids. He go to school. You expect them to get good grades. Or when you come home, you want the house looking a certain way. These are your rules that you lay for your child. If he doesn't do that, didn't I tell you to clean the I told you you gonna spank your child, you gonna whoop him, or you gonna put him on punishment. The reason we living in the conditions we are living in are because we disobey God's laws. Read that one more time.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
What we reading right here is the book of Deuteronomy. This was written over 5,000 years ago, give or take 5,000-6,000 years ago, in the time of Moses. This is what Moses was telling to the children of Israel after he freed them out of Egypt. Are y'all familiar with the story of Moses? Right, he parted the sea. There you go. What you finna say? All right. Let me finish this point. I'm gonna ask you a question. But Moses was the man who parted the sea. He freed the children of Israel, black people, out of slavery in Egypt. Moses was black himself. Did you know that? We're going to read that to you. That's Exodus 4:2. It says that Moses put his hand in his bosom and pulled it out. God was showing him a miracle. He said he pulled it out of his shirt. He put it in his shirt, pulled it out, and it was white as snow. Then he was looking crazy. He put it back in his shirt. God told him to put it back in his shirt. He pulled it back out. It says it was as his other flesh. Meaning what? If his hand was turned white, what color was he before that? He was black. But watch this. Read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28. Chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the black man in St. Louis, Missouri is cursed since 1619, all the way up to 2021. That's well over 400 years ago. We are still cursed. Why is that? Read verse 46.
Verse 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign.
For a sign. The sign is the living conditions. Look at the predominantly black neighborhoods all across America. It looked like ghetto, it looked like slums, it's poor conditions. Compared to Creve Coeur, like the brother was mentioning earlier, you go out to Burlington Downs or Fenton, Missouri and stuff like that, it looks lovely out there. Come back to our neighborhoods where the police patrol our neighborhoods and with guns, with canine dogs, with handcuffs. They filling us up in the penitentiary. We got drugs in our community, the poorest living conditions, the worst food, Max Chicken. You go in there and smell like a wet mop. But truth be told, chicken good as hell, though. I ain't gonna even lie. But we cursed as a people. This is what the Lord is talking about. Read on.
And for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
And what?
And upon thy seed forever.
So why is it that the black man been here since 1619 and we still at the bottom of society?
And they shall be upon thee for a sign, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
God said these punishments I'm going to put upon the black and Hispanic man for breaking my laws, it's going to be on them forever. And that's why you still having in 2014 Mike Browns, Aaron Gardners, Trayvon Martins, Sandra Bland's, Emmett Tills. It's continuing on to this day. And this is why we preach salvation of Jesus the Christ, the black Messiah, not the white man they taught us in slavery. The Bible, the blackest book on this earth. Brother, you remember your question? Yes, sir. What was your question?
I totally agree with everything. I listen to you guys every time y'all come over. I be in the cut. I listen. So, and I want to learn. But I got a question. My question is, what color is King James? And I want some proof behind it in my mind, because I got some proof that King James was white back to 1604. And you said he was cursed since 1619.
Right.
Black man. I got a picture of King James 1604 and he's white. So what I'm asking is, I want to see what is King James.
We got the book with King James in it, the black King James. King James was a black man. That's first and foremost. Blacks rule, what you gotta understand is the history during the Middle Ages or during the Dark Ages, during the Byzantine Empire. Blacks ruled Europe. The Moors, the people got to tell about their Moorish community today. Moor mean nothing but black in Latin. The Moors ruled Europe and parts of Spain for almost 1,000 years. During the end of that lineage, right before the Renaissance was sparked in about the 1400s. When Christopher Columbus came, 92 years later, but toward the end of the black man's reign during the Middle Ages, King James was one of the descendants of the Scots, a black lineage that ruled Scotland, a royal lineage. King James was a black man. There was another part of history that was whitewashed. Watch this. We got something for you. What's that right there? King James version.
But that's major. When you talk about the whole divide, that's major. Watch this.
Read that real quick. King James. Read that on up to Scotland. Watch this. We're going to show you something about King James. Read.
King James Version. When Elizabeth died in 1603, the crown passed to James I, who had been king of Scotland for 37 years as James VI. Several months after he ascended the throne of England, he authorized a new translation of the Bible to replace the bishop's Bible.
So check this out. That's one thing you're going to have to do your research on. You say you got a picture on King James being white? Right, on Google. You got it from Google, right? 1604, but watch this. Since the early 1400s, we've been seeing paintings, white paintings of Jesus the Christ. That don't mean nothing, but we know Christ was black. King James was black. These are facts. All you gotta do is do your research, right? Go to Google. You can, man, look, listen. We can type in King James right now on Google, and it's gonna pop up a black man with curly hair and a fro.
I typed it in, it didn't do that at all.
I'm gonna show you. Watch this while he reading this. Nevertheless, King James had nothing to do with the writing of the Bible. What King James only did was authorize the translation of the Bible from the Greek and Latin into the English. That's all King James did. Watch this. It's gonna prove his point. Watch this.
Read. 47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars.
You heard that? King James hired 47 of the best who?
Hebrew and Greek scholars.
Hebrew and Greek scholars. To do what?
Of the day were divided into 6 groups. 3 for the Old Testament, 2 for the New, and 1 for the Apocrypha. 2 of the groups met at Oxford, 2 at Cambridge, and 2 at Westminster. When the group had completed its task, its work was submitted to 12 men. 2 from each panel. Final differences of opinion were settled at a general meeting of each company in cases of special difficulty.
So that was all on it. That's all we wanted. So the point was he hired 47 of the best Hebrew, Greek, and Latin translators at the time and translated the Bible into English. Because before that, the way we had a Bible now, you can go into a Family Dollar and go buy the Bible. It wasn't like that in Scotland in the early 1600s. You had to go to the Protestant church just to hear the writings of the Bible. Everybody didn't have a Bible like that. What King James did was make it readily available to use the Bible and to be understood. He had nothing to do with the writing. But for your proof, just answer this question right there. Is this a white or a black man? Is he white or black? No, I'm just saying. Well, I ain't say who it was yet. Is he white or black?
Black!
Watch this. Watch this. Who they say right there at the bottom? Who they say that black man is? Give it in Job 6:24. You see that? King James was a black man. Guess who the Bible was written by? The Bible was written by black men and for black men only. The Bible is the blackest book on the face of this earth. Yeah, brother, you got some research to do. King James was indeed a black man. Watch this. The reason people believe that King James was white today is the same reason people believe Jesus Christ is white today. Because the white man said so. Watch this. There's prophecy on there. Watch this out the Bible. Read what you got.
Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Unto the wicked.
God says that the earth, meaning dominion and power, rulership, is given into the hands of the wicked. Meaning what? Who runs the earth today? Would you agree? That's facts. Let me give you a couple of examples. We pay our bills to white man. We get our clothes from the white man. We pay our taxes to the white man. When we go to jail, the white man, he end up running our food from the white man. The earth, where is America? America, he got his flag in Afghanistan, in Africa, in China, in the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Ocean. He even got his flag on the moon. The Bible said that this man runs the earth and God calls the white man the wicked. The wicked seed, El Diablo. The devil, the Bible, the devil. The Bible speaks. Look, you heard the devil, white man, the devil almost crashed his car. The Lord says that what?
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
What does the white man do?
He covereth.
Read it slow.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
You hear what God said the white man do? God says that the white man covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Who is the judges? Moses, Paul, Jesus Christ, Luke, King James. All the men of old that were black, he covereth their faces and paint them white. Now, 2021, we thinking that King James was a white man. Did you know Beethoven? Beethoven, the blind dude that played the piano? Did y'all know he was black? Beethoven, the greatest musician arguably that ever lived, was a black man. God said that the white man covereth the faces of the judges. Now, in the movies, when you look at the movie, the Exodus, Moses is a white man. Hell, I just watched Noah. Movie was garbage. Straight booty, garbage. Noah, a white man. The white man want to be everybody on the earth. The white man is the last samurai. The white man is the gods in Egypt. The white man is Jesus Christ. The white man is every damn thing on the planet. They do this because they have no history. They claim all of other people's history. And most importantly, the greatest history on this earth, which is found in the Bible. Everybody from Genesis to Revelations, bro, was black people. So yeah, bro, King James wasn't white, he was black.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.